Good morning. Welcome to Leon County Today with Sheriff Walt McNeil. I'm Sean Denied. And Sheriff, this is one of those topics we talk about each year. We are heading into another accreditation process. Why is that such an important process for you?
Well, Sean, we talk about being the best in the world at what we do, and we just can't make that designation and say we're the best at what we do. An accreditation process gives us the opportunity for other people to come into our agency from around the country and look at what we do and make a decision about whether we're on the right tracks or not. Not only that, we have the availability for citizens to come in and engage with us and tell us exactly what they think we should be doing. And we believe our goal is to be the best in the world at what we do. And that's not just something we talk about, that's something we aspire to. And perhaps we won't do it. We never get there, but we're going to be trying.
Right, and we've been accredited for a long time as the Sheriff's Office, but we recently took on another challenge as it relates to accreditation.
Yes, we have, and that's to be nationally accredited through CALEA, which is the hallmark, if you will, in law enforcement communities across the country. And I'm extremely excited about the fact that our staff and our officers, our deputies are engaged and ready to make that happen.
All right, we're going to really delve into this topic today, yes. So you want to be sure to stick around. Coming up after the break, making the grade, what that means for LCSO and how it impacts you, coming up.
Hi, this is Deputy Sean Shepard with the Leon County Detention Facility. This is your Crime Tip Tuesday.
Scammers are impersonating Sheriff Walt McNeil and are calling people, demanding payment over the phone. This is not Sheriff McNeil or anyone from the Leon County Sheriff's Office. Do not become a victim of a scam call. Here are some tips to help you recognize and stop a scam. Law enforcement will not call you requiring payment for fines and fees. If they ask you to pay fees to avoid a warrant for your arrest, immediately hang up the phone. If the caller is aggressive and put an unrealistic time limit on you to pay via gift card, green dot card, or any other form of payment, hang up.
And that's your Crime Tip. Have a great day.
Domestic violence knows no faith.
1 in 4 women experiences abuse in their relationship.
So most likely, there are victims of abuse in your congregation.
Don't think it doesn't happen in your church.
Or synagogue.
Or mosque.
Because it does.
It does.
It does.
Learn the signs of abuse.
And how to help victims.
Know the many resources available in our community.
End the silence on domestic violence.
Contact the Domestic Violence Coordinating Council or the Refuge House Hotline.
The drug landscape has changed. Illegal fentanyl has made its way into the drug supply. And it's a danger you might not see coming. A synthetic opioid up to 50 times stronger than heroin, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. It only takes the tiniest amount to cause a fatal overdose. A fraction of a raindrop, or 3 grains of salt. Your drugs don't come with an ingredients list. Although fentanyl is being mixed into almost every kind of drug, you wouldn't be able to see it, or smell it, or taste it. Fentanyl is one of the most common drugs involved in overdose deaths. Know the dangers. Learn the facts about fentanyl and ways to protect yourself at cdc.gov/stop-overdose.
I'm a firefighter.
A teacher.
I'm a farmer.
I'm a barber.
A waitress.
A mom.
We're all part of your community.
Every day we move in and out of each other's busy lives.
It's easy to take for granted all the little moments that make up our everyday.
Some are good,
others not so much.
But that's life. It's when you experience a moment of uncertainty.
Something or someone's behavior that doesn't seem quite right.
These are the moments to take a pause.
Because if something doesn't feel right, it's probably not.
It's not about paranoia
or being afraid.
It's about standing up and protecting our communities.
One detail at a time.
Because a lot of little details can become a pattern.
We
trust our instincts.
Just like you should.
Because only you know what's not supposed to be in your everyday.
So protect your everyday.
If you see something suspicious, say something to local authorities.
Welcome back. Lieutenant Justin Woodall with the LCSO Accreditation Unit joins us now. Justin, tell us about your illustrious career in the Leon County Sheriff's Office before you start talking about accreditation.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I've been fortunate here at the Sheriff's Office that I've had a pretty broad scope in my career.
I spent a little bit of time working on the road. I had a tour through the school resource unit. I spent a little bit of time in our crime scene unit, about 5 years in our crime scene unit, and then when you promoted me up to sergeant, then I joined our accreditation unit, and I have been there since 2019.
Now, we've been accredited for a number of years, I think going back to 1997. What does that designation mean to the Leon County Sheriff's Office, and what should it mean to our citizens?
So the continuous level of success since 1997 is actually a really huge vote of confidence for us. As you mentioned earlier, accreditation standards are the benchmark.
Yeah.
Right. Those are the standards that a professional modern law enforcement agency should meet. Ever since I have known you, your challenge to our agency has been to be world class. And world class doesn't mean just meeting the baseline. That means exceeding in every way that we can. We are one of the longest accredited agencies within the state of Florida for Commission for Florida Law Enforcement Accreditation, and after our next on-site we will join 6 Excelsior, which is the most that any agencies in Florida have. So it's that long-term commitment to not just being that professional agency, but taking that step to being that world-class agency.
You know, you talked about, I think we also have CALEA accreditation, and we got the state of Florida accreditation. Now, why is this so important to our community?
It can give our community faith that we are not stagnant as an agency. We are looking at the standards, we're looking at the expectations of the community. As community expectations change, as technology changes, the standards all change and they get updated with what the modern standard is. The community can have faith in us when we're meeting this, and that we are leading the way on that. We're not sitting back and following the footprints in the snow. We're on that leading edge of development and making sure we're committed to doing things the right way. You know, a lot of agencies or a lot of people, you can do things just to check a box.
Yeah.
Our agency, from everything I've seen in my privilege in working accreditation, we're not about checking boxes. We're about doing it the right way, and that our citizens can be confident that it's not just a plaque on the wall for us. It really means something in the heart and the spirit of the agency.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little more. You know, oftentimes, even when I get in there and we're doing the assessments, there's a whole process you guys go through. Explain that process and how that all comes about.
Yes, sir. As you know, in a lot of professions like medicine, peer review is a very important part of what they do.
Yeah.
So our assessment process as part of accreditation is part of that peer review. The commission selects a team, and the team is usually made up of a team leader and 2 other members of the law enforcement community. They've been vetted and trained by the commission. They're experienced, they're knowledgeable on the standards. They come and they visit us in person for 3 days. And during that 3 days, they have the doors open to the agency. They can interview anybody that they like. They check and make sure that we're not just building files that say we do these things. They're talking to our personnel all the way down to our newest deputies that are in field training, to our finance folks, our property and evidence folks, and make sure that we're actually walking the walk. We're not just saying that we're doing these things.
And that has been an important process. What's next for us in this area of accreditation?
So 2 weeks from now, we will be hosting a team from the Commission for Florida Law Enforcement Accreditation. As part of our transition to CALEA nationally, then we also have a transition in our state level. So to meet that state level, we have to have another on-site a little bit ahead of our normal schedule, and that's what this one will be. It's still going to be a full on-site.
Yeah.
They'll come in, they'll ask all the questions, they'll do all the interviews, they'll check all the files, and then if everything goes as we expect it to, then we'll appear in front of the commission in February to receive our 6th Excelsior.
Wow. Congratulations. Thank you guys for that great work. Still ahead, citizens' feedback is an important part of the accreditation process. The role you can play. Stay tuned.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
I'll be here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
In 70-degree weather, it takes only minutes for the inside of your car to heat up like an oven. At 104 degrees, heat stroke begins, followed by loss of consciousness. Every year, almost 40 children die of heat stroke after being forgotten in a vehicle. A simple change in daily routine is often the cause. Look before you lock. Brought to you by Kids in Cars.
Another teenager, victim to fake pills. That smells like big crime that needs to be stopped. Before buying pills online, think about this. Should buying prescription pills be this easy? Did you know that fake prescription pills may contain fentanyl, and an amount small enough to fit on the tip of a pencil can be lethal? Before buying pills from social media, think again. Learn more at mcgruffpsa.org and go for real.
We're back with Lieutenant Justin Woodall talking about the LCSO accreditation process. Justin, what is the background of the assessors who come to our community to assess what we do in law enforcement?
So our assessors are selected from agencies that are accredited within the state of Florida. They go through training from the commission on how to apply the standards, what the expectations of the commissions are. Because you have standards like we have laws, but then there's case law that determines how you interpret the standards. So part of the training they go through is how the commission expects those standards to be interpreted. So you're meeting not just the letter, but the spirit of the standard. The teams are vetted, and team leaders are picked from seasoned assessors who've shown success over time. They can be sworn law enforcement members, they can be civilian members, but it's all people that have shown the appropriate knowledge and experience within the accreditation process, and then asked to be an assessor from the commission.
Okay. Now, I just talked about to the audience that they play a role in this. Exactly how does that come about? How does the citizens out there play a role in our accreditation process?
So one of the ways I can relate that is I've been fortunate enough to be a team leader on several assessment teams, and one of the favorite things that I like to do as team leaders, hear from those citizens, because then I get to hear the impact that that agency has in their community. So, I'll reach out. We'll get calls as the assessment team. We'll get citizen inquiries forwarded to us. We'll talk to those citizens. Many times when I show up at the hotel to visit somewhere, I'll talk to the hotel staff. Hey, have you had any interactions with the local agency? How's that been? How do you feel? Citizens that want to provide feedback can do so on the Commission for Florida Law Enforcement Accreditation's website, FL Accreditation. There's email contacts, and they can send an email directly to the commission so it doesn't get vetted through us. And that'll go straight to the team leader.
Okay.
And the team leader will sit there and evaluate, and they'll reach out to those citizens and make contact with them.
So that's how they submit their feedback?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
They can submit it directly to us if it's something that they would hope we would act on. If it's something they would like the team to consider, they have that option. And then there have been agencies that I visited as a team leader where we've actually had visits as the team from members of the community that have stopped in and said, hey, I just wanted to tell you in person, this is my experience with the agency. And I will tell you from to put words in the commission's mouth, the experience that I have with that is the commission absolutely loves to hear from the citizens and see that in the report that we've talked with them.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little more. How can citizens actually really become a part of our whole process on a regular basis?
So the first thing would be taking a look at the Commission's website and familiarizing themselves with the standards. They're publicly available there. So that can show you the list of those expectations, the baseline expectations for a law enforcement agency. We also have several of our community programs here, such as the Citizens Police Academy, where you can come in and you can see those standards at work. Because the standards aren't just things that are out there in space. They're actually applied every day. They're part of the culture and the function of the agency. They're part of what our members display every day. So when you come to the Citizens Police Academy and you see our demonstrations from our specialty teams, there are several standards at work there. The equipment that they have, the training that they have, our canine unit, the equipment and training they have, all the pieces and parts that you see in Citizens Police Academy, Accreditation touches on every single one of those. And they can always come in and speak to us, and we'll be glad to show them the standards and be as transparent about the process as we can.
Yeah, we've got about a minute or so left. Talk about the Citizen Review Committee that we have, and how does they play a role in this?
So the Citizens Review Committee, part of our responsibility in our unit is developing the policies and procedures and capturing the changes that command and that the community would like to see. The committee a lot of times will see those policies and they will offer us feedback from their perspective, because in law enforcement we can think of things in a certain way in policy, but then the community may view it a little bit differently when they hear it. So it helps to bridge that gap in that communication where we can present, this is what we're looking at in policy, and they go, but I read it this way, what do you think about that? And that collaborative process helps us meet the community.
Collaboration is the key. Thank you, Justin. Up next in our Deputy on Duty, 'tis the season how LCSO gives back this time of year. Stay tuned.
I surrender, I surrender.
All right, pal. Get ready for the day, buddy.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Do we have a gun?
What's up?
Do we have a gun?
In times of stress such as quarantine, what goes on behind closed doors can be terrifying, but you don't have to suffer in silence. Help is here. Love is not controlling, love is not frightening, and love is not violent. Love is respect. If you need assistance or just want to talk, we are here. In Florida, call the Domestic Abuse Hotline at 800-500-1119 to speak to someone in your area. Or for more information, email the Domestic Violence Coordinating Council at dvcctally@gmail.com.
An email from the post office? How do they even know my email address?
They don't. This is a bogus email sent by scammers that looks like it is coming from the Postal Service, or even the Postmaster General himself. The email contains fraudulent information about an attempted or intercepted package delivery, and provides a link to click on to find out when delivery is expected. But that click can activate a virus, which can steal personal information such as usernames, passwords, or financial account numbers stored on the computer or mobile devices. Here are some telltale signs that an email is bogus. It contains poor grammar or spelling errors. It states that immediate action must be taken or there'll be dire consequences. It requests personal information under the guise of reconfirming information. The Postal Service does not notify customers about package delivery attempts by email. If you receive such a message, don't open it. Instead, forward it to spam@uspis.gov and then delete the email.
A 19-second conversation with a stranger online can put your child in danger of being exploited or abused.
Talking to kids about online safety can protect us for a lifetime. Don't wait. Talk to us today.
On this segment of Deputy on Duty, the Leon County Sheriff's Office is giving back
and making the holidays a little brighter.
Our agency and our members are a little bit of everywhere, just wanting to be of help and be of assistance as much as we possibly can.
For LCSO, the holiday season is jam-packed with holiday drives, community outreach, and events.
We support several initiatives in the local community. That would be the Salvation Army, Christmas Connections, Toys for Tot, Camelot Cares, even doing initiatives as far as shopping with our deputies as well. So we're a little bit everywhere and just being intentional about our impact and being a helping hand.
The Leon County Sheriff's Office participates in a wide range of holiday drives and giving back initiatives, such as the annual WTXL Turkey Drive, Toys for Tots, and more.
We have several initiatives that we support. The Salvation Army allows us to help with food insecurity, also allows us to help with financial assistance, rent and utility assistance that anyone may be facing, Toys for Tots, and of course Camelot Cares. And Christmas Connection allows us to get toys collected so that we could get those out to families and those who need it most this holiday season.
Each year, LCSO deputies and staff are all in to give back during the holidays.
Whether we're out in front of Walmart, ringing the bell in front of the Red Kettle, or whether we're bringing in toys that support the children of Camelot Cares, whether we're making deliveries on behalf of Christmas Connections to families who need it most this holiday season. Our members of our agency have been, again, very intentional about helping our community in need, and we're definitely putting forth the effort to do so.
Even after the holiday season, community outreach never stops.
We have several programs that we provide, one of which, of course, is Meals on Wheels. We also get out to the community in different sectors of Leon County with Lunch and Learn as well. Additionally, we provide presentations for our local businesses and our local churches so that they can be more aware in regards to safety at their designated locations as well.
Building relationships with the community outside of emergency situations is crucial.
Well, what it allows us to do is to create trust. When members of our community are able to see us out supporting certain initiatives, seeing us outside of areas of crisis, they're able to bring forth more so familiarity with us. And as doing so, that creates trust with members of our agency.
These holiday drives and giving back initiatives leave a lasting impact on the community.
I would say the most rewarding part about my job is being able to connect with the community to make sure that they are more informed and enlightened about safety, and being able to get everyone together for events that have a tremendous impact overall.
The Leon County Sheriff's Office is all in and committed to better serving the community.
I think that the most important thing is that the community knows that we are here to support. We're all in times of need. And so we are, again, very intentional about how we can support our community and making sure that we're there in good times and in hard times as well.
If you want to give back to your community, visit leoncountyso.com. For Leon County Today, I'm Giovanni Hampton.
Download the Leon County Sheriff's Office mobile app right now. Our mobile app makes it easier than ever to report a crime and get important safety alerts. And follow reported crimes in your neighborhood, all in one convenient location in the palm of your hands. Download LCSO Connect right now. It's free in the Apple App Store and Google Play by searching LCSO Connect. You can more details about the features of the app on our website, leoncountyso.com.
Human trafficking is slavery.
And it happens all over America.
Any child, any woman, any man could potentially become a victim of human trafficking.
I am a victim of labor trafficking.
I was a victim of child sex trafficking, but now I own my body.
Human trafficking is any kind of forced labor.
It can happen to anybody.
I am a mother.
I am an author.
I am a son.
I'm an advocate.
I am an educator.
I'm a sister.
I am a brother.
I'm so much more than what happened to me.
I am strong.
I am brave.
I am outspoken.
I am compassionate.
I am a survivor.
I'm a survivor.
I am a survivor.
I am a survivor.
I am a survivor.
I am a survivor of human trafficking.
At the Florida Sheriff's Association, we are able to serve our sheriffs and Floridians thanks to our member support. The FSA Member Perks program was created to give back to our members for all that they do. Members enjoy savings on restaurants, vacations, golf courses, car rentals, healthcare, movie tickets, theme parks, online shopping, and more. With over 300,000 offers, you'll always find ways to save. To learn more or to join the Florida Sheriff's Association, visit fsamemberperks.org.
Mom was always organized, but she started forgetting to pay her bills on time.
And she'd buy the same gifts over and over.
Telling the girls about my Alzheimer's diagnosis was really hard.
At first we had our cries, but then we were like, okay, let's make a plan.
Early detection gave us time to adapt together.
It's so important for you to think about what you can do and making the most of what you have.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Welcome back to Leon County Today with Sheriff Walt McNeil. Sheriff, listening to Lieutenant Woodall talk about the accreditation process, he's got that down pat.
Oh man, Justin has arrived in the job that he was meant to be in. He's a real detail person, and we have to have people with details. And he has passion. You can see that. It's hard to have passion about paperwork,
right.
And Justin has it, and he's in the right place. And he might make sheriff one day.
Yeah, we've already put that in the atmosphere. Now we're talking about the holiday season, right? We are in the thick of it, and this is, they say this is the most wonderful time of the year. It's one that we really enjoy being a part of.
Well, we certainly do, but it's the busiest time for us in terms of getting those criminals off the streets. Yeah. Now we've got the added crime that people are pretending to be the sheriff and calling people and that sort of thing. We're sure that's going to pick up during the Christmas season, and so we've got some initiatives going forward, trying to educate the community out there. I'm not calling anybody to go pay their fines, but this holiday season we want to make sure that we take our citizens out there and know that Leon County Sheriff's Office is going to be out there picking up those persons involved in crime.
Absolutely indeed. Well, and we are wishing you all a very happy holiday season, and thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here next week.